Well, good morning, business communication, managerial communication students. This is Mr.D. We are in week 13 of our 16-week class. So we are wrapping it up quickly here. And I just wanted to do once again another video just going over the assignments for this week and making clear anything that may be unclear. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And here I am on our home page. We're in module 3. I'm going to select that. And of course, last week we started module 3, and actually 2 weeks ago. But you started your discussion post on career planning and job searching. So I'm just looking for you to search for a few jobs and to go through the process of looking for a job and doing a job search, and that's what that discussion post is about. Of course, you had your check-in assignment number 12 on chapter 16. Which chapter 16 looked at employment communications. So we're basically going over our resumes. I don't require you or didn't require you to write your cover letter. If you did do one, I will not grade it. I'll just grade the resume, but I might make a few comments on it. But if you do want me to look at your actual resume or cover letter at any time, even after the class is over and you're applying for a job, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd be happy to look it over and give you some pointers on it. But anyway, that's what you looked at. That's what we're looking at this week, last week. So chapter 16, you had a check-in assignment, you had your quiz, you had your discussion post, you were continuing that, and then you had your writing assignment, which was your resume. And I just want to make sure that you did apply what you've read and learned in the chapter this week on your resume. I'll be looking for that because I know what the chapter talks about. Also encourage you to make sure you update your education, that you include your Norco College on your education. I think I mentioned that last week because a lot of students, for whatever reason, don't include that. Or even when they're going to graduate and what degree they're going to get. That's very important to recruiters. So anyway, as we move into then this week, you're going to be looking at chapter 11. And this is when we're getting into our final assignment. So our final assignment is a group assignment. And you're going to be writing a proposal together in a group of 3 to 4 people. So I'll be explaining how to get into your groups here in just a second. But basically, I am going to have a Zoom session this Tuesday at 9 a.m. And I'm going to go over that in detail. So if you're concerned about it, please tune into that Zoom session at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. I will record it and I will post it after. But it isn't difficult, but some students struggle with connecting with others in their group. Even though I'll show you how to do that here in a minute, I'll also go over that quite in detail on Tuesday as far as what I'm looking for with the final assignment. But it is a sales proposal, so it should be written in the AIDA format, which we've been learning about. And it's something that you're going to do together. So we'll be, like I said, going over that in the Zoom session. But you're going to have a check-in assignment, of course, this week. You also have your quiz this week, and then we're going to be starting that group assignment. So I'm going to go there right now. I'm going to select the group assignment. It explains it in pretty good detail what I'm looking for in the assignment, but I haven't set up the groups yet. So I'm going to actually do that right now. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say that this is a group assignment. I'm going to select that and then I'm going to name the groups. I'm just going to call it Final Proposal. And if you're watching this video, at least you'll know a little bit how to do it. I'm going to split the number of students per group. So I'm going to do 4 students per group. Let's do 3 students per group. I think it's a little better. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to automatically assign whoever logs in first as being the group leader. And so now it's assigning you to a group. And now it's done. And once I hit save, all the groups have been formed. And so you might say, well, how do I get to my group? And that's pretty easy. You just go to the to the people button, which you're not going to be able to see, but I'll make sure you can. I'll fix that in a second. And then right up here, it says Final Proposal. You select that, and it's going to list all of the different groups. Now, yours probably will only show your group. And then when you're in, you'll see your group. So let's just assume you're this one right here, this top one with Omar. You will just select over here, and it says Visit Group Homepage. If you select that, now you're only communicating with your group. So there's a People button that'll list everybody in your group. There's a discussion post here that you can actually create a discussion post. That's probably the best way to communicate with each other. Just click discussion, type in here, final assignment, and then just type in whatever you want to say to the rest of your group. It'll only be published to the rest of your group. So when they go in that same page, they'll see your interaction. They'll see what you put there. So that's pretty much how you do the group discussion. But you're going to be starting that, or group project, you're going to be starting that this week. Here, I need to get out of here. So I'll go back to the main page. And you're going to need to be starting that this week, but you're going to have the rest of class to finish this. So if you look at the next few weeks, you're going to start your sales proposal this week. Next week, you just have a quiz and a PowerPoint on and a check-in on chapter 14 or chapter 12. And then the next week, again, you have chapter 13. You have a quiz on that and a PowerPoint on it, and then you have your final check-in, and then the last week is your final exam. So you have the next 3 weeks to do this group assignment together, but don't wait to get in contact with your group. Get in your contact with your group immediately. Start looking at the assignment together. Open up that page, look at the assignment, read the instructions, maybe divvy up the work, and then you got the next 3 weeks to work on it apart. At some point, get back together, finalize your document, and upload it. I think ideally I want you to all upload it individually to your page, so that way I know if one of the people in your group didn't participate, it won't show up in their page. So sometimes that happens. If you have any trouble getting a hold of your group member, please let it get a hold of me and I'll try and get a hold of them. It's likely that you'll have one or more, usually one that may not. So don't fret it if they're not involved. After probably the second week, I'll just eliminate them from your group. And that way it'll just be the 2 of you if it's 2 of you. So anyway, let me know if you have any problems or issues with that. But that is it for week number 12. Week number 13. So keep up the good work, everybody. And I'll be back. I won't be back next week because it is Thanksgiving week, but the following week I will be back with another video. See you soon. Have a great week.